Welcome to Water Wisdom, sponsored by waterfilters.net. I'm your guest host, Carl, and with me today is Bob Roney from ZeroWater.
Hey,
Welcome,
Carl.
Bob.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
Bob, tell me a little more about ZeroWater.
Well, ZeroWater, we entered the water filtration business about 3 years ago, and the pour-through device portion of the water filtration business has been at retail for better than 20 years. And a lot of people have gotten in and gotten out of it, but they basically have all used the same technology. And ZeroWater has gotten in with a brand new technology that we've introduced to pour-through devices, which is ion exchange, which is a way that we can allow the consumer to remove all the dissolved solids, or virtually all the dissolved solids, from their tap water.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, the previous generation of pitcher filters that are on the market are primarily a two-stage carbon filter.
Actually, if you were to take a look at the filters that are out on the market today are basically two-stage or three-stage activated carbon filters. And that technology allows you to remove about 50 to 60% of the dissolved solids in the water. We do the exact same thing that the competitors do on the front end. We have a two-stage activated carbon filter. But the difference is in this red area, which is ion exchange. And the ion exchange process allows us to any dissolved solid that makes it through the activated carbon portion then goes through the ion exchange process, and actually any dissolved solid that actually gets chemically exchanged for hydrogen and oxygen, so you're basically turning it into pure water. And the net result is you take your TDS down to where you can get a reading of 000. And our position has always been the higher the TDS, the harder your water, the worse it tastes. The lower the TDS, if you can get your TDS down to 0, it tastes better.
And not only does it taste better, but you're removing a whole host of harmful contaminants that could potentially affect people's health.
Yes, the product comes with a meter, a third-party meter, that measures in parts per million the amount of dissolved solids. But to your point, Carl, it doesn't say what solids are in there. So there could be good minerals, there could be bad minerals. One thing about ZeroWater is we are the only pour-through device certified to remove chromium-6. We're the only pour-through device certified to remove lead and mercury, and that gives us a huge advantage.
Absolutely. And I understand that the Environmental Working Group has done some reports on chromium-6. Do you want to say a little more about that?
Yes, the Environmental Working Group is a group that works closely with the EPA, and they produced a water study earlier this year, and in 88% of the cities that they tested water in, it had excess levels of chromium-6. And chromium-6 is the carcinogen from, if you remember the movie Aaron Brockovich.
I do.
Where Pacific Gas and Electric had this stuff seeping through, and it causes cancer. We are, like I said, we are the only pour-through device certified to be able to remove chromium-6. Reverse osmosis is another way that you can also remove chromium-6.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So essentially, in terms of filter pitchers and dispensers, ZeroWater, how does it compare to, say, reverse osmosis systems that someone might have under their sink?
Well, we basically love to be compared to reverse osmosis because at the end of the day, we're giving you reverse osmosis quality for a fraction of the price. Our 23-cup dispenser retails for $39.99. Our 8-cup pitcher retails for $34.99. Both of them come with this third-party meter, which, by the way, retails for $25. So
that's quite a deal.
It's a great value proposition, and to be able to give you the performance of a much more expensive RO system is very, very good.
Yeah. You mentioned the pitcher and the dispenser. Say a little more about, I know they come with some unique features that are really handy.
The one, the ZD013, is an 8-cup pitcher. We did incorporate one unique feature in it, and it has a spigot. So you don't have to lift, when it's full, it's pretty heavy. So you don't have to lift it up. You can slide it over to the edge of the refrigerator and just hit the spigot and go from there.
Yeah, I love that.
Which is nice. So this actually comes with one filter, and like I said, it also comes with the TDS meter. Our 23-cup product, which is slightly less than 2.5 gallons, is the largest capacity dispenser on the market. Our competitors out there have an 18-cup, and it does have a unique feature. If you can see here, the bottom is angled at 3 degrees, so this will automatically dispense to 0. So the competitor's product, when it gets down to just the very bottom, to get it empty, you actually have to pull it out of the fridge, lift it, and tilt it.
Yeah.
The other thing it has is these feet. at the bottom here. And you can basically take this, slide it to the edge of your refrigerator shelf. The feet will hook on there, and we use the weight of the filter back here as a counterbalance, so you never have to take it out of your refrigerator. You can just pour in the water from here and filter from there, which is a nice feature.
Nice.
And we also incorporated a meter holder on the front of it, so you always have a place to store your meter.
Yep. Yeah, I like how slim and compact it is, and you've really thought through some things that can be really bulky and awkward at times.
Yeah.
But you've really eliminated a lot of that.
It's narrow but tall, so the footprint it takes up in the refrigerator is not that big.
Great.